With deposit-friendly ATMs, you can make ultra-fast, secure deposits with no slips or envelopes. Take a step forward and chase what matters.
Right now, several people in Greece are intoxicated, but it's all to help police. Officers are learning to spot the signs of drunk driving to stop DWI in our area.
Live from the News 10 NBC studios in downtown Rochester, this is ROCity Tonight with Leah Lando.
Thank you all for joining us on this special edition of ROCity Tonight. I'm Leah Lando. The focus of our show tonight is to stop DWI. Right now, volunteers are at the Monroe County Training Center at Braddock's Bay. They are drinking alcohol under supervision. Police want them to safely get to a certain blood alcohol content before they will work with officers in several DWI training exercises. Lieutenant Phil Schultz of the Greece Police Department joins us now. He's a DWI training officer who works with officers from multiple agencies. Thank you for joining us tonight, Lieutenant. Explain to us what's going on there tonight.
Well, basically what we're doing is it's a class designed to teach our police officers how to better detect the signs and symptoms of impaired and intoxicated drivers, and it's going to also give them some field sobriety tests they can use to help them in that task. Ultimately, our goal is going to be to get some convictions and get some dangerous people off our streets.
So we see the man there right now being tested. Has he been drinking, and do you know what blood alcohol level he is at this point?
I do. Zach came in, he started drinking about 2 hours ago for us. He consumed approximately 8.5 drinks, and he is currently at about a .107 BAC. So he's just a couple of points above the legal limit for intoxication in New York State. Now
that's an officer there testing him, right?
There is.
Is that officer aware of how drunk he is?
No, he's not, and that's part of his training. What they're actually doing right now, this is their first alcohol correlation lab. We have our volunteers who have been dosed with a specific amount of alcohol. We try to get them within a pretty finite range, and then our students have to come out, and by administering this 3-test battery that we've taught them in class, they have to estimate the individual's blood alcohol content, and typically they're going to come within about a 0.02% of the actual number, just based on these tests, specifically the horizontal gaze and nystagmus test.
Now, you know, I know you do these tests quite often. Is there anything that surprises you or surprises the officers in training?
As far as the officers, new officers being exposed to these tests, I think what really surprises them the most at the end of their training is how accurate that horizontal gaze nystagmus test is. Based on a very simple test to administer, you're able to pretty much get a good ballpark of what their blood alcohol content is without the aid of a breathalyzer. The other thing that's really surprising is these tests are very simple to administer. It's very simple for sober people to do these tests, yet intoxicated people absolutely cannot do them.
And you know, there's a message that you want to get through to people. We were talking earlier that we cannot prevent or control a lot of things in life, but DWI is something that we can try to control. We can try to get the message to people that it is dangerous, it can be fatal, right?
Do you understand? Absolutely. And the really tragic thing about DWIs is that it's choice. People have made a selfish choice to get behind the wheel after they've had too much to drink. I truly believe that nobody intends to go out and harm another individual when they drink or they go out and have a good time. Unfortunately, they fail to plan, and tragic results occur.
So your best advice, yeah, so we've heard it before, so the best advice though really is plan ahead of time, because once you start drinking, your judgment, of course, as we see right there, is impaired.
Absolutely. And here you see Zach just had a couple of drinks, not more than probably a lot of people have when they go out to a bar. 6-7 drinks is not a lot over the course of a night, and you can see how he's doing on these tests. He's struggling a lot. So you're absolutely right. The time to make the decision that maybe I shouldn't drive right now isn't after you've had 4, 5, 6 drinks. It's before you go out. Make that plan, get the designated driver, have a strategy to keep everybody safe.
And let's talk about the cost of DWI. I mean, a lot of people use the excuse, you know, I don't want to pay for a ride home, so I'm just going to chance it. But, you know, the cost besides possibly a life is it costs some money.
Indeed. It's the cost of taking a taxi home or paying for a car to get home as opposed to the cost it's going to have for your entire life if you get into a crash and hurt or kill someone. There's no comparison. So again, not to beat that drum, but planning before you go out, have a strategy, be responsible. That's all we're asking people to do.
And how many volunteers do you have out there right now?
Right now we have 6 volunteer drinkers. They've all been dosed. The blood alcohol ranges for these drinkers ranges from about a 0.07 up to about a 0.14. So we got a pretty good range. And at the end of the night, my students, I'm very confident, are going to be able to tell me really closely just how intoxicated they are.
All right, and we will be checking back in with you throughout the show, Lieutenant Phil Schultz, and talk to you also about a sobriety test that many of you at home probably have not heard of. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to move on to our top 10 stories tonight. 2 DWI arrests. An off-duty East Rochester police sergeant was arrested following an overnight crash. It happened on Fairport Road near Marsh Road. Deputies say he was driving a pickup truck that crashed into a minivan. 3 teens in that minivan were injured. One of them is the sergeant's neighbor. And a Newark man is also facing DWI charges. Police say they asked 25-year-old Drew Williams to call for a ride after he appeared to be drunk at Newark Fest, but later officers say they stopped Williams in the Village where he failed a sobriety test. He was charged under Leandra's Law because his 13-year-old stepdaughter and her friend were both in his car. Suzanne Corona is in trouble with the law again. The 42-year-old Batavia woman is accused of stealing sunglasses, a hairband, and a necklace from a Target in Batavia yesterday. You may remember Corona was arrested before, accused of having sex in a public park, stealing food from a restaurant, and shoplifting. An update to a house fire in Leroy yesterday. Police say it was arson and the burn victim is also the suspect. Investigators say 42-year-old Paul Atkinson admitted starting the fire after a disagreement with his father, who owns the house. Police say a Facebook post by Atkinson before that fire confirmed their suspicions. The state education department says graduation rates improved in Rochester. Just over 46% of students who started high school in 2006 graduated in 2010. That's up from 42%. School board member Van White says the numbers prove the district is moving in the right direction, but he admits it is still a work in progress. Number 6, a measure to legalize gay marriage across the state appears to be just one vote away. Late today, a second Republican senator said he will vote to legalize gay marriage. Senator Jim Alisi changed his vote yesterday. Governor Cuomo's bill is already supported by the Democratic-led Assembly. House Speaker John Boehner is now one of many calling for Congressman Anthony Weiner to step down. Today, Democratic House leaders met for the first time since the internet photo scandal. A House Democratic official says they didn't take action against Weiner because they want to see if increasing pressure will force him to leave on his own. Researchers at the University of Virginia say breastfeeding appears to lower the risk for sudden infant death syndrome. They found infants who got breast milk at any point during the first 2 months of life were 60% less likely to die from SIDS. Those exclusively breastfed, 75% less likely. And number 9, a group in Berlin held an eating contest to celebrate the cucumber. This after it was cleared as a possible source of the E. coli contamination that killed 37 people and sickened thousands more. Last week, authorities said the source was German sprouts. And number 10, meet Rochester's newest lotto winner. She won playing the Win $1,000 a Week for Life scratch-off and plans to keep working and finish school, but she says she'll take her family on a trip to Disney. Right now, officers in Greece are testing intoxicated volunteers, all in an effort to stop DWI. We're going to take you back there live to show you a field sobriety test that maybe you haven't heard of or seen before. Plus, teaching young people about the consequences of drunk driving.
If they see this, then they'll take a second thought about it.
Meet the winners of the county's new Stop DWI video contest next on Rock City Tonight.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Hyundai.
You don't need to name drop to get into the Hyundai VIP tent. Just don't be MIA, because these deals are like OMG. Here's the 411. You can get the stylish 2011 Elantra for 1.9% APR or $169 a month. It gets 40 MPG and comes with a Hyundai Assurance trade-in value guarantee. Listen to your ESP and hurry down to your local Hyundai dealer because the tent is coming down PDQ.
These aren't your ordinary awnings. Instead, something entirely new. Introducing unique, finely crafted, colorful awnings from Switzerland. Call or visit Rochester Colonial for the full story.
Your window and door experts.
Dude, you sure you're okay to drive? Yeah.
You're fit, you're healthy, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't get rid of the love handles or stomach bulges. Now there's a cool solution, Cool Sculpting, exclusively from Genesee Valley Laser Center.
The opportunity to do the cool sculpting was awesome.
After a single visit, you can trim up to 20% fat off your stomach or love handles. There's no pain, injections, or surgery.
Genesee Valley Laser Center. It's all about attitude.
There's something wonderfully different at Rochester Colonial. Swiss-made awnings like you've never seen before. And special introductory discounts you may never see again. See them at either Rochester Colonial showroom.
Your window and door experts.
Play the top courses in Rochester for only $99. Visit WHECgolf.com to purchase your first tee tour card today.
Welcome back to a special edition of Rock City Tonight. We have been talking with Lieutenant Phil Schultz about an ongoing effort to stop DWI in our area. Right now, officers are in Greece putting volunteers through a number of sobriety tests. Lieutenant Schultz joins us again to talk about what's happening there right now and to take us through a test that maybe people haven't heard of, the horizontal gaze nystagmus, or HGN test. Explain to us what that is.
Well, it's one of the tests that's in the standardized field sobriety test battery. And basically what it does, it checks the muscles of the eye. And when you add alcohol or certain other drugs, what you see is an involuntary jerking of the eyes, or the eye's inability to stay focused on an object as it's moving. And what you're seeing with Zach here, we filmed him when he first came in, and you can see his eyes moving back and forth very smoothly, just like a windshield wiper would be moving across your windshield when it's raining out. Very smooth, no jerking, no hesitation. As we move a little bit forward, added a few drinks to Zach, filmed him again. Now you can see a distinct jerking in his eyes as he's trying to follow my pen back and forth. It's that simple. That's really all there is to that test. The jerking is either there or it's not there. It's very easy to pick up. You can pick it up when it's almost totally dark out or when there's plenty of light.
So you're saying it's
and
very...
it gives us an ability.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say it just gives us the ability to zero in on this very quickly. It's an easy test to administer and an easy test to interpret.
Are there any cases where perhaps it doesn't work because someone may have a medical condition of some sort?
That's a great question. There are actually 47 different types of nystagmus that we know about right now, 47 different conditions or causes for this jerking of the eyes. The beauty of this test is that the only thing that looks like horizontal gaze nystagmus is horizontal gaze nystagmus. It's distinct, it's sustained, it only manifests under certain conditions. All of those other 47 types of nystagmus, they either resolve when you change the circumstance or the condition, or they look different than horizontal gaze nystagmus, where the eyes are jerking together as they track across the plane of vision. So again, only HGN looks like HGN, and that's why it's so easy and so effective.
So you think it's foolproof, but does it really hold up in court too?
Well, foolproof from our perspective, absolutely. Unfortunately, some of the New York State courts have been a little less than receptive to this evidence, which is really a shame. The Third Department of the Appellate Division has ruled that it's absolutely admissible. It meets all the scientific evidence standards. Almost every other state in the union uses this test and allows it in, and it's some really, really good stuff. We've been teaching this in Monroe County for nearly 20 years. It's been taught nationally for almost 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
No smoke and mirrors here. It's all really clear, really upfront stuff.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and good luck with all your testing out there, and we trust you're going to get everyone home safely. Thank you, Lieutenant.
We definitely get them home safe, and I want to thank you for shining a spotlight on this really important issue, and hopefully we'll do some good tonight. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks, Lieutenant. Moving on. One way the Stop DWI program is helping raise awareness among young people is with a brand new video contest. Students across Monroe County were asked to write, shoot, and edit a 30-second public service announcement about the dangers of drinking and driving, and the winning entry would air right here on News 10 NBC. Ted Fioraliso introduces us to the first ever winners of the contest.
Dude, you sure you're okay to drive? Yeah.
The message is simple, yet powerful. Drinking and driving isn't worth it.
I think we got the message across well, because what we were trying to do is just do something that everyone can relate to.
Nate Wind and Connor O'Brien are seniors at Greece Athena High School. They both received several honors at this month's awards ceremony, but one stuck out.
They were the winners of this year's contest.
Wind and O'Connor wrote, shot, starred in, and edited this public service announcement about the dangers of drinking and driving. In it, the two leave a party drunk and get into a car. The driver crashes and kills his friend. He then has to live with the consequences of his actions.
We had the DWI assembly, and what really hit me was a mother that came in whose son died in Hilton, and I guess I never really realized how real it was and how it could hit so close to home.
Everyone's known someone they cared about who passed away, so they can relate to that and just think, wow, what if that was my fault?
When you saw it, what were your thoughts?
Wow. I thought it was awesome. I was very impressed that high school students were able to come up with that kind of product.
Monroe County Stop DWI coordinator Peggy Duffy judged the contest. She thinks the video is more effective because it was done by students for students. The creators agree.
I think it has a big impact that you see somebody you know, so hopefully my friends see it on TV and get something out of it.
Ted Fioraliso, News 10 NBC.
Both of those boys are hoping to have careers in the arts. Congratulations to them. Well, compared to the last few days, it felt a little cooler today, didn't it? But Kevin says it is going to warm up. He will pinpoint how high the temperatures will go next on Rock City Tonight.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Greater Rochester Catholic Schools.
Nobody should be embarrassed about getting laser hair removal at the laser spa. The 2-year guarantee at the laser spa allows me to be worry-free.
We are going to make you feel comfortable, and you're not going to have to feel insecure.
At the laser spa.
Where do I get the highest price for my gold?
Everybody says it, but nobody does it but me. If you don't know gold, then know your jeweler. We're a real jeweler, and we pay more for your gold. You can bank on it.
At the source.
Break up with your bank today and switch to the Summit Federal Credit Union. Your dream home is right around the corner with a great low mortgage rate plus a $50 Lowe's gift card free when you close, but only for a limited time. 453-7000. We're here for you.
Planning a summer trip? Forget a staycation. You deserve a vacation. Let your getaway be a jetaway. The Greater Rochester International Airport is your gateway to the world. Visit monroecounty.gov for more information and book your getaway today.
Two replacement windows. See the difference? Theirs has a tilt and sash. So does Window World. Our window carries the Good Housekeeping seal and qualifies for this year's $200 energy tax credit. And so does theirs. Both windows come with a lifetime warranty. The difference between these two windows isn't the quality, the difference is the price. Window World, $289 per window installed. Theirs, $400 or more. Check it out for yourself. Compare Window World's price to theirs, then compare our quality. I'm so sure it measures up. I not only stand behind our window, I can stand on it. Can you stand on theirs? Maybe, but it'll cost you. Window World, a quality window at a fair price. $289 per window installed. Call 288-8888. That's 288-8888. Window World, simply the best for less.
For 2 years, I don't have to worry. If there's any hair within that 2 years, they take care of that. Once we remove the hair, you're good to go. With the laser hair removal, it's gone. I don't have to worry about it.
Dorschel.com is proud to sponsor News 10 NBC's Pinpoint 10 Weatherbug Network. With live cameras and up-to-the-minute weather conditions from across our area. News 10 NBC Pinpoint 10 weather coverage you can count on.
All right, nice today, but warmer tomorrow.
I think it's the picture of perfection tomorrow, Leah. Got you covered for a classic late spring day. And it turned out to be a nice afternoon after a rather gray start to the day. A pretty view live from our Pinpoint 10 Weatherbug camera up on the lakeshore awaiting the sunset, which is still hours away. So nice this time of year to have that extra light. All is quiet on the weather scene, but it is cool, make no mistake about it, in Rochester right now with 64 degrees, a bit of a breeze, but that is way down from what we have seen. Your futurecast reflects the good news. As skies clear tonight, we're left with moonlight, the full strawberry moon just a night away from shining. Tomorrow, fabulous from sun up to sundown. It's a bright, sunny sky tomorrow night. Looks terrific as well. Next chance of rain, that comes in Thursday afternoon. A couple of showers due then. In the meantime, tonight, a nice evening, but it does get cool under that moonlit sky. Pinpoint low of 52 in Rochester, 45 to 50 some of the southern valleys. Tomorrow looks to be an exquisite spring day. Low humidity, gentle breezes, wall-to-wall sunshine. Just don't forget that sunscreen, that sun sauce heading out and about, work or play. Sunburn potential tomorrow is about as high as it gets here all year. 79, your top 10. Here's your 7-day weekend always in view. Again, Wednesday's a winner. Thursday, not bad in the morning. A late day shower. A couple of showers Friday morning. And still some decent optimism for the weekend. Mixed sun and clouds on Saturday. Warm and sunny on Sunday. And pretty toasty in the 80s then for early next week.
Can't complain about that. All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. We have an important message about DWI coming up right after this.
News 10 NBC's Pinpoint 10 Weatherbug Network has been brought to you by Dorschel.com.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by NYSERDA, Energy Innovation Solutions.
If you thought all new homes were built the same,
you're in for a rude awakening.
You're not building to the New York Energy Star standards.
You're going to be paying more for energy.
But if you build a New York Energy Star home,
you'll use less energy than a conventionally built home.
You'll be saving for years to come. It's a big difference. And any style home can be built this way.
Find out how to do it.
Call this number or log on to getenergysmart.org for more true stories of New Yorkers saving energy.
Hello, Rochester. I'm Christy Kerr, defending champion of the Wegmans LPGA Championship.
And I'm Peter Grant from North American Breweries. Come join us for an adventure at Locust Hill.
It's a day of major championship golf and fun at our Friday beer and food pairings party, plus a Friday clubhouse ticket. Get yours at any Wegmans or online.
Come on out and cheer for your favorite player.
Cheers.
You're cheering for me, right?
It's great weather for bike riding. MVP Healthcare encourages families to be safe when they ride. That includes your kids wearing properly fitted bike helmets.
A bike helmet can reduce the risk of serious head injury by almost 90%.
You can win a free kids helmet and get a ticket to Darien Lake.
Go to WHEC.com and click the community tab to register, or simply text HELMET to 45995.
Don't wait, 200 winners will be chosen.
Brought to you by MVP Healthcare, Kohl's, Darien Lake, and Injury Free Coalition for Kids.
Dude, you sure you're okay to drive? Yeah.
Don't accept imitators. The Jewelry and Coin Exchange is the only place to sell your precious or unwanted metals for cash. In business for 28 years and paying top dollar with dependability you can trust. The one and only Jewelry and Coin Exchange. Open Sundays.
Hey Wendy, you should introduce your new berry almond chicken salad in Berryville, Virginia.
Great idea. It's the perfect place for sweet strawberries and blueberries. Our new berry almond chicken salad with all natural fat-free raspberry vinaigrette.
You know when it's real.
Our very important message tonight is to stop DWI. Peggy Duffy, the coordinator of Monroe County's DWI program, shares her family's experience.
The importance of DWI within our community is a serious one, and we must take it seriously as well. Being somebody who has been a victim of this type of crime, where my youngest sister was killed in 1989, my father killed in 1991 by two separate intoxicated drivers, we need to remember that the damage to our community doesn't begin and end with the crash. It's only the beginning of what we call the ripple effect and how it affects families within our community. This is a crime that needs to stop, and it needs to stop now so that we don't see other families going through this type of trauma. Remembering that when you look at somebody whose family's been through a DWI crash with a fatality, the family's effects are so far-reaching and long-term, and a lot of times people do not realize how much so. It's so important for everybody to remember to be safe and be sober on our roadways so no family has to go through what mine already did. It's important because so many families need to see that this is not an issue that's going to affect them in the future. This is a crime that doesn't have to happen, and we just need to make better choices, better decisions, so nobody has to be injured or killed. Be smart, be safe, drive sober.
And we hope you will all take that message with you and help spread it to stop DWI and prevent a tragedy. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of Rock City tonight. We hope to see you back here at 11 o'clock. Have a great night.
It doesn't matter how it shatters. Who repairs it does.
Ray Sans Glass, your total glass solution. Doan delivers.
Your best opportunity to save big on a car or truck is here. The Doan family of dealerships tent event is on this week.
I've waited all year for this sale.
Located at the mall at Grease Ridge, Doan has drastically reduced prices on over 1,500 new and used vehicles. It's your best opportunity to save on the vehicle you've wanted. Better hurry. The Doan family of dealerships tent event is on now.
Doan delivers.
Have you ever imagined having your own outdoor paradise? For years, our customers have told us again and again how Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech have changed the way they live. And I can say for years, because Cambridge paving stones made with ArmorTech means the color will never fade and will look the same for years to come. The best outdoor living ideas come from Cambridge.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech will always look like new.
Ouch, ouch, this is hot. Hi, Fritz Gentili here. What's hot? The sizzling summer sale going on right now at Comfort. Woo! Time to get heat relief with Comfort's energy-saving products.
Call today for a free in-home estimate or visit comfortwindows.com. Get a free upgrade to energy-saving triple pane glass manufactured in Comfort's own factory. Plus, pay no interest for 6 full months.
Now that's comfort.
What's worse, mosquitoes or mosquito spray? Try the new design of Off Clip-On Repellent. Lab tests show this sprayless repellent really repels. In minutes, its fan surrounds you from head to toe with effective odorless protection. So don't spray it on, clip it on. Off Clip-On keeps bugs off.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Daddy, is it ready yet?
You and I are going to play a lot of basketball together.
Daddy, catch! Eugene! Oh, Daddy.
Ray Sans Glass, your total glass solution.
Committed to serving you.
Hello and welcome to Millionaire. Today's contestant has no TV